Dear learners and friends, today I am going to talk not against spoken English, rather, I am going to make it clear as to how you should see the growth of spoken English as a little step to move forward with your new career. Friends, you know that without having any clear conception about the different grammatical structural practices, you cannot make the necessary corrections in the English different competitive examination, such as error correction, find fault, use of correct prepositions, use of nominalization, then use of correct form of tense forms, use of all those different auxiliary verbs, and use of different prepositions and conjunctions and so on. Then all these things are most essential for passing all sort of competitive examinations, maybe state or government only conductor exam or SSC conductor exams. Whatsoever the examinations are concerned, you have to give your reply 100% correctly. Those who feel that they are capable to speak very nicely, very strongly enough, and they are capable to just face any world, but whenever the time will come to face the practical world of passing any competitive examinations, you have to give the proper replies of all these questions which are given in any competitive examinations. Besides that, without having clear conceptions about the tenses and their applications in the different situations about time, then you cannot compose any good essays or any letters and any sort of other compositions. Then you have to learn grammar. Merely speaking English only help you to communicate with people when you will get the job in any other areas where the people are not understanding your mother tongue. Means if you are Bengali speaking person, if you go to England, then you have to speak in English. But with that ability only to speak in English, you cannot prove yourself as a very significant person for the office. You have to grow your command, and that certain written English as well. Many people, for the sake of their so-called instant popularity, they give a wrong interpretation about learning English grammar. I do say that English grammar is vast. Without learning English grammar, you won't be able to exactly understand why and how. Suppose if a sentence is given that transform this, when question is given, transform this sentence from assertive to interrogative, then how will you understand how these assertive sentences are transformed into interrogative? You have to go through that certain process. If a question is given, transform this sentence from imperative, exclamatory to assertive, then you have to know the rules. Without knowing the rules, you cannot exactly make the correct uses of all these sentences. Then you have to learn the vocabulary, learn the different homophones, means the words which are having similar sound and different meaning. You have to learn all these. You have to learn the antonyms and synonym of all these words which are coming in examinations. Most common as well as uncommon words, these words. Then you have to grow command fully in the written English as well. Merely spoken English is a kind of enthusiasm that can help you to talk boldly enough and strongly enough and freely enough to the people to whom you are talking. And if you are capable to speak properly and fluently with your correct command as well as faith in you that you are capable to speak properly, and that will be only possible if you are knowing the grammar. Without knowing the grammar, then you cannot make it very clear. You will be hesitated. You will feel shaky, and with that said, shaky mind, you cannot just exercise your that certain knowledge to speak before the person with a bold language. Your good tonal quality is fine, but it's a fine aspect, but your tonal quality will be badly like babbling. It will be treated as babbling when you will fail to find that certain word, or if you fail to find or detect a certain grammatical error in any particular sentence. Suppose you will be functioning as an instructor anywhere, and you have to instruct some people, and you did not have English medium background, you had to go through that certain content that is written in English. You have to read the content, you have to go through the certain aspect, and you have to realize it. You have to assimilate that certain thing in your mind, and without having clear conception about the vocabulary, about the grammar, you won't be able to understand the thing properly. And if you are not understanding the thing properly, you won't be able to explain the thing before the other people. A teacher is said to be a good teacher who has the command in explaining the thing with a smiling face, not a face with a lot of haziness, a lot of terrified feeling, and with a distract look. If you look at the people directly, eye to eye, with eye contact, that person will take it as an impressive matter. But if you take in a like passive way, that's you are talking to here and you are talking to the window, that means you are not having the full command in you. That's why those who highlight the fact that you need not learn grammar, I go against those people. Okay, they are not giving the full truth, they are giving only half truth. And half truth is Ardha Satya. Ardha Satya cannot be full truth. That's why full truth is that from your school level till 12th level, you have to grow your full command in English grammar, and you have to learn every aspect of English grammar if you are willing to complete any competitive examinations. If you suppose you are going to happen in IPS examinations or IS examinations, you will not given chance to make any sort of compensation by answering any other language. Okay, you may be given the opportunity to learn your own, write your own mother tongue, but when the matter of English language will be there, your mother tongue will not help you. English language must be there as well, and that certain subject cannot be ignored, because your ability of expressing your ideas in English will determine that how far you will be able to exercise your authority in a distant places where you will not have any help from your own mother tongue. You have to take the help of his foreign tongue. That's why in order to grow your full command in English, please read more and more English storybook. Number one, if small stories and novels and some novels a little bit typical and tough. That's why in order to make a primary command in English, you grow your command by reading a lot of books from class 6 to class 12. And if you read those books, it will help you to grow your vocabulary, grow your knowledge in English language, and when you will learn the language, the grammar will automatically come just behind. Grammar does not go above the language, language go fast. You know, language goes fast, but the grammar comes just behind, not far behind, just step to step behind. And without having the full support of the language and the grammar that comes just behind, you won't be able to move forward. You will be just fallen flat. You'll be fallen flat on the ground when you will require to speak boldly enough with correct accent and correct tone. And I do expect that you should learn grammar by reading different grammar books. If you do not understand in 6th level of any of your books matter, you can understand now when you are 18 or 20 or 24 or 25, when you are still having the age to appear in competitive examination. Then read those books. 6th standard book, 7th standard book, 8th standard book, nearly the same, little bit different. Then if you learn 6th standard, that will be easiest to assimilate in your heart. Then read all these in 10th level in a good publisher's book. 12th level, and 12th level there is no grammar book, there is story books and all, and there will be a lot of expressions in different stories and novels and essays. And beside that, you have to learn the different structures and formats of English writing. Writing means your composition, like letter writing, story writings, note making, and then notice writing, your letter for official purposes and letter for personal use, all these personal letters. All these things you have to learn. without learning all this correctly, merely only growing a habit of or ability of speaking English, you won't be able to reach anywhere. I am not terrifying you, just making it clear from my own experience. I am born and brought up in a very obscure village. It is Modhupur in West Bengal. It is a remote areas village in Lalgola police station. And in this village there is no good schooling at all. I had been admitted to a primary school where the teachers were all below 10th level degree. So I was when I was very small, the teachers were recruited from the people who are not highly educated, because the education was not very much expanded or that much easily available. Naturally, only hardly small educated people are given the responsibility to teach in primary level students. And after passing there, and I and along with other friends, they got admitted in the nearby high schools where the teachers were also equally that much weak in explaining the things in English. Then how did I grow this ability of learning and talking English? I grew with my own just intention to learn. I wanted to learn it only that much. My uncle, although he was only matriculate person, he got his job as a teacher, and he had his great knack in English learning, and he taught me as to how I should learn English. And that he initiated that certain interest in me, and that helped me to learn more. He instilled the idea that if you learn English, then properly you will be able to assert your identity, and you will set your foot anywhere you go in the world. And if you don't take it otherwise, I am going to say that when I appeared in a certain only interview for a government job in a school, the people did not give me the opportunity because I did not have money to bribe those managing committee authority. And still, although I was given the first top class performance in the panel, top position, I was denied to give the job. Then rather, my panel was reshuffled. In those days, there was necessity. There is no type of government initiative. The local committee of the school managing committee, they used to appoint the people on the basis of their ability of giving bribes. That's why I was given the just negative approach. I was denied to give the opportunity once I was not given the job. But later on, without shedding a single drop of tears, I decided that I must step forward and I must assert my identity by going anywhere away of these surroundings. That's why I left my home and I went to just carry on my further studies in a law college. Means I thought that if I do not get any job, I use my ability of talking in English or speaking English or writing in English to make my draft, means as a lawyer. But after completing the lawyer, later I understood that law profession is not very suitable for all the people, those who are not having that much financial strong background. Those who are not that much strong, they won't be able to survive in this that law professions. And otherwise, if a person completes his law and if he has a good command in English, he can just carry on his practice for hardly 3 years, and after that he can appear with the job as a judicial magistrate. But I was compelled to find something else because my life was at stake. I had to take the responsibility of my parents and my wife, those who had been an integrated part of my life. I had to help them. That's why I joined in a private school there in Bihar. And I appeared for this eligibility test, and I was given the position again as the topmost position, not of my ability of speaking, rather of my ability of writing the thing correctly. Then if you are capable to write correctly, none will ignore you. Even when I was given the result, I was told that because of a very good command in English, you got 98 marks in English out of 100, and in Hindi and GK, I was given 46 marks total out of 150 marks. 46 plus 98. This was my marks total, and for that only I was not ignored. Then this I just communicated you about my situation, because if I am capable, if I was capable there in those days, if I am capable at present also at the age of 64 to run a school with my own effort, with my own command in English, as well as the ability to speak as well as write correct English before the students, I have been given a esteemed position by my local people. They are sending their children to my school, and I am running it with my own good accord. Then please and please learn English grammar and grow your capability of speaking English. If you learn both the things properly, if you are capable to assert your identity as a good learner, as an intellectual person, if you are capable to speak with command as well as full faith in you, with confidence, surely, surely and certainly, my dear, you will not be ignored by anyone. All the people are just referring and adoring the people, those who are having good art of talking. And grow your good art of talking, because a profession, in any profession, it is nothing but the ability of speaking nicely. If you are a good speaker, if you talk nicely, then you talk with people nicely, they will just adhere your words, give importance to your words, and that only help you to draw people's attention. That's a learn spoken English at the same time. When you learn speaking English, then at the same time you must grow your full command in writing English, written English. And without growing your command in grammar, you cannot be a good writer. That's be a good writer by learning English language, and your grammar will just go behind you, and surely you will be a successful man. I expect you all understood my words, what I mean to say. If you like this, then you please give a like and share, because that will help me to inspire myself to communicate you further. And please and please subscribe. Your subscription will make me understand that yes, you are liking. And when I'll send my other videos or small shorts, then you should please give a like and subscribe them. Then I'll be just linked with you and connected with you. Thank you. Have a nice time. Don't take it otherwise. Learn English grammar and language as well as spoken English. Grow your good command in spoken English along with grammar and writing. Thank you all.